Today, if you are going to sell a boutique project and people say difficult to sell, next time, very difficult to sell next time if you want to exit. There's no demand. I'm going to prove to all of you this is very wrong, right? I will tell you, boutique project, in fact, will have demand moving forwards, right? But it's not from my mouth because it's from the data that I'm going to present to all of you. Why boutique project, there will be demand in the future, right? So you can tell your customer, if no demand in the last 24 years, we have 656 boutique projects being built, right? Those less than 50 units, 656 boutique projects are being built. If there's no demand, nobody are buying. Why developer want to build so many boutique projects? You get the points, no? So definitely someone is buying, that's why developer are building, right? So boutique project will have their own group of customer or their client. And this clientele base in the future is going to grow even bigger. Why? Let's continue to see, right? This is the growth in income and property price. It means the rate of income growth and the rate of property price growth, this is a percentage. From 2012 to 2017, yes, everybody are making good income. That's why the median income are growing faster than the HDB and condominium price index, right? So no issue. You can go choose any project you want to buy because back then, people's spending power is very strong because they earn a good money, right? Their rate of growth is so much higher than the property growth. Yeah, but moving forwards to 2017, 2017 to 2022, you see the income start to drop down already. Income growth start to slow down, but property price start to go up so much faster than the people, how much they can make in their salary, right? So this will pose a problem, right? Because property price go up so fast. And come to 2020 to 2022, even also, if you compare 2022, 2020, on this period, the same. We are talking about income growth also not very fast compared to the property price growth. So this is a trend that is happening, Property price went up so fast already, cannot catch up already, income cannot catch up. And this source is from the XRX and 99.co, it's not by me. And because of that, I'm going to tell everybody, affordability definitely is going to be reduced. Because today, last time I can buy a 4-bedroom. Today, maybe I only can buy a 2-bedroom. Right? Unless I compromise my lifestyle. Instead of going to the big project, if I want to continue to own a 4-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, then I have to compromise my lifestyle for the kind of facilities the big projects are offering. I have to accept the boutique projects with not so much facilities, but I get another additional 2 bedrooms with my budget that I can afford. So those are the things might be happening not very far from here because affordability become a big issue today, right? So that's why I know there is demand for boutique projects moving forwards, everybody. There is demand for boutique projects moving forwards. And total debt servicing ratio change from 60% to 55% also affect the affordability, right? Imagine if you are making 10,000, after minus off your 2,000 expenses, you can use 4,000 to service your monthly installment. But today, the 4,000 become 3,500. So there's a cut in the amount of money that you are able to service your installment. So does the affordability is going to reduce or not? What happens in the future if this 55% drop down to 50% again? What's going to happen to the affordability? Right. So if people need space, they got no choice. They only have to turn to boutique projects if they need more bedrooms, right? So that might be happening now, but it might not be so obvious. But it will be getting obvious if the affordability remain low. I'm sure people will have to turn to boutique projects, right? Why I know there's a demand for boutique projects? Because price gap between bigger projects and boutique projects has been widening up very fast. Look at the gap now, 30.74%. It was used to be 2018 only at 11.12%. So whether I buy boutique, I buy big project, no issue because the price about the same. But today, 30%. So I must make 30% more before I can able to afford a much bigger project freehold in District 15, So is my income increasing so much? That's a question mark. But if I need 4-bedroom, how? Because my family size expanded. My in-law, my parents is coming to stay with us. I need additional bedrooms. So will I weigh additional bedroom more important, or I weigh the facilities that I'm able to enjoy more important? So that is something that maybe we can think about it, right? The price gap affect the demand in the market for boutique projects because the gap are so much wider, right? So affordability affected. Why do I know that you will have a demand for boutique projects? Look at now. If you are going to bring a buyer to serve them to buy a resale 3-bedroom in the market, how much do you have to pay? This is a 4-bedroom. This is a price that you have to pay. If you look at our pro map, today, if you serve a 4-bedroom buyer, you go bring them to see all the District 15 bigger project. They say they don't want small project. Bigger project, they have to pay 3.2 million up. So if they don't have the budget of so much, then what they have to do? They can't buy a big project 4-bedroom, right? So they can only sacrifice or compromise. If they still want to stay in District 15, then tell them people have the holding power. The resale market today are at all-time high. Why? Because the owner only have one unit and they hold the unit very tight unless you give them a good price. If not, they are not going to sell, right? That's the reason why today you bring resale buyer to any of the resale projects, and the pricing are all very high because everybody are holding on to their property. But unlike new launch, developers are more worried than the resale owner. Why? Because they got so many units they have to sell, right? So their price are much more sensitive, much more attractive compared to the resale units today for some of the projects. For example, if you are able to come to Straits, you can get a 4-bedroom at how much? 2.56, brand new, good layout, good finishing. So that is something that is happening, but are we opening up our mind? Right? So that's why there will be a demand for boutique projects because of affordability, right? And why I know there's a demand? Because resale market last 5 years, boutique 3-4 bedrooms perform better compared to bigger project 2-bed in D15, like Mr. and Mrs. Lim case. Right? This is something that I demonstrated to you earlier on. Right, the boutique project in the last 5 years increased more than the big development 2-bedrooms. So buy a 4-bedroom is better, right? In the boutique project. And why do I say that there will be a demand? Freehold boutique project is more affordable than 99 years leasehold project in the 3 and 4-bedroom market today. Look at the gap now. 99 years are going so much higher compared to the freehold boutique, right? So affordability come in again. If you cannot afford a big project, even though the project is nice, it's very near to MRT, then you need a 4-bedroom. What you're supposed to do? Cannot, right? Then you have to compromise a bit. Freehold boutique might be another good choice for you, right? Because the entering point now is very low. Like you are buying a COE at $1 now, right? That is the kind of thing that you should tell your buyer. And this is another issue that might be helping in our boutique project because rental occupancy cap relax a bit. So now you can rent out to 8% from the previous 6%. So if I'm going to buy something for investment, I want to actually rent out to the maximum number of people, right? And I need to buy something with a minimum size. So what's the minimum size? 90 square meter, right? 90 square meter. So if you go to 90 square meter, you sure in today's new launch market, definitely it's not a 2-bedroom, definitely. If you want a 90 square meter, minimally must be 3-bedroom and above to get 90 square meter, correct? No? Right. And if you want to get a 3-bedroom and above in a bigger project today, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So affordability come in again, right? So if you have the mindset of buying the property as to earn passive rental income and to maximize the return, then I think you need minimally a 3-bedroom onwards, right? So, and that's whereby our demand for boutique will come in again because everybody want to buy minimally 3-bedroom, right? Everybody stay also minimally 3-bedroom. Yeah, and 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom in boutique proven to be much more attractive in terms of appreciation compared to a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom in the bigger development, right? So that is why I say there's demand for boutique projects, right? And this area, right? This area is what I call the decentralized area that government is going to do, right? They are going to move the CBD out from the usual central area, right? And you see Marine Parade, Paya Lebar, Kallang, all these are part of the decentralized commercial node. Yeah, and this will also increase the demand because people live, work, play in the same vicinity. And East Coast definitely is one of the good choice for them to do to use for live, work, play, right? And Paya Lebar, all these have grade A offices nowadays, right? So the demand will be there for boutique, especially when the affordability becomes so hard. People will have to compromise, right? Then they will have to come to boutique projects next time, right? And the other myth that a lot of people are saying, more volume, equal more transaction, equal to faster plus higher chance of capital appreciation. Is it true or not? So, are y'all still in the chat now? Do you think that more volume will allow capital appreciation? Yes or no? If yes, you put 1. Thank you very much, everybody. Because I talk a lot, so I just want to make sure every one of you are still there. Yes, 1, I think we need volume, right? For property, we need volume. But volume means what? Everybody say boutique project 16 units, 20 units, 25 units. The volume is not enough to bring the price up. But I'm going to prove all of you wrong. Because boutique project, first of all, let's see how the valuer works. How valuer works. Okay, how the valuer use CMA, comparable methods, to derive a valuation. This is important because everybody mindset is they only get to compare within the same project, right? But I'm going to show you they will actually compare similar property in the same market area, right? So the keywords is area. It's not within one project they make comparison. So they'll do CMA in the same vicinities, right? So this is the understanding that all of you must have, because a lot of people say very little units, that's why the price cannot go up. But why actually Ramford people can make 320,000 with the first transaction? There's no transaction ever, But why Ramford are able to make 320? How did they derive the valuation? Right, they will take the surrounding volume of transaction and the price transacted similar size. They come out, right? They come out the value for a project. Yeah, and with this understanding, I'm going to show you, if you are going to buy a D15 boutique, you stand a higher chance, very high chance. Why? You see the 500 plus here. These are, which area is this? I'm sure you know which area, right? If you are Singaporean, this is our eastern area, right? Consists of D14, D15. We have the most boutique project in this area, my brothers and sisters. And how many of them? We are talking about 40,000 over units of them in this, but just in this particular area, right? So is it more than enough for valuer to take reference, my friends? So is there a fear that the project will not have enough unit to support the valuation? Ladies and gentlemen, don't have, because we have the most boutique project in District 14 and 15. And these are the proof, right? 40 over 1,000 transactions. They will be able to pull some similarity. And that's their comparable, right? So don't worry about this. The method that the valuer use will be compare the area transactions, not only individual project transactions, right? And of course, very quickly, some of you have seen this gap before, this what correct slide before. So year 2015.86, right? 2000, the gap between a freehold boutique and OCR 99 was the lowest. After 24 years, today it happened again. But just in 3 years ago, 2021, the gap was very big, 53.48. But why this is important? Because we can actually use the year 2000 to see whether boutique, is it a good buy, when this situation happened. So year 2000, Recent Growth Choa Chu Kang, big project, 3-bed OCR. December, the new launch sold 605 PSF for 3-bed. So this owner sell, after that, sold the property in October 2023. They gained a profit of 436,000. Actually showing you the advantage of low entry price and the price gap when the market happened. For example, a freehold boutique are going so much cheaper as compared to 99 years, right? OCR, and this is what you will be getting. So this is what I'm trying to show you, right? You can also show this to your buyers. Let them see now is actually the best time, because this is the price gap between OCR 99 and freehold boutique are at the most narrower point after year 2000, right? I'm going to bring you to D15 freehold. Those less than 50 units and more than 50 units, 2008, we experienced the same situation. That's why those people, 2008, they buy boutique, they will sure make more money compared to those bigger projects because of the price gap, right? It's 40%, right? And today, the price gap, again, we experienced, in 2019, we experienced also 34%. So 34% during 2019, those people who buy boutique, that's why Mr. and Mrs. Lim buy boutique are able to make more profits, right? But it's today we are experiencing a very big gap between the big and the small project, The answer is yes. So is this a good opportunity for all of you? Well, I just want to show you Seafront on Mayor, D15, this one is 2008, right? 1482 was the selling price for Seafront on Mayor, and they bought in 2008, they sold in October 2013, and they sold for 1501, the profit only 21,000. But the 3 boutique projects that are happen to launch in 2008 in District 15 as well, right? The price have a very significant difference compared to Seafront. And the gap, we are talking about this much, the price gap, 732, 593, 487. Look at they sold about the same price like Seafront, right? Look at the profit they make, so much higher compared to the Seafront units. That's why I say, when the price gap are so big, you buy boutique, you got a better chance because the price is very low. Right, same thing for 2019. This is also another year whereby boutique are having a very big price gap. So Amber Park was launched, and Ramford Residency and Oleo, all these are launched in the year 2019, right? And see the price difference from Amber Park to Boutique, 927, 915, 758. And when they sell in the same period of time, the profit difference for Boutique and Amber Park also see a big difference. It means Boutique make more profits compared to even Amber Park. Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to say. There's opportunity, but whether your mindset is, your mind is open or not, are you seeing the opportunity or not? Are you seizing the opportunity? That is actually important, right? So today, I'm taking example for Streets at Joo Chiat. We have a price gap of about $1,000 per square foot. Even compared to 99 D15, our gap can be as big as $1,000. So is this an opportunity, you know? Right. So do you want to already go and share this with your customer and let them see the opportunity of buying a bigger bedroom type freehold, but paying a lesser price compared to a bigger project? So I gave it to you, right? So this is Boutique project. And if you want to exit next time, today you buy at 2080, right? At Streets at Joo Chiat. Next time, do you have a problem to sell or not? You just ask yourself, because next time the OCR, they will have to exit out as 2004. RCR, they have to exit out minimally 99 years. Next time, they will have to sell 2009. Freehold, they have to sell 3000, right? And CCR, we are talking about 3004, 3005. So you just have to sell even cheaper than the OCR 99 price next time. You will make the very handsome profits already, right? So that is something that you can see for boutique development today. Is very safe to enter because of the price range, because of a price gap, and because there will be demand. I think that's important. There will be demand in the future because of what? Because of affordability issue. A big project, 99 years project, are getting very so much more expensive next time when the people put up to the resale market. And people cannot afford. They will have to compromise a little bit on the lifestyle, right? So boutique will come in good fit for them, right? So there will be demand for boutique moving forwards, and demand is going to get even stronger because of affordability, right? Thank you everybody for your time, and remember to join the chat group. We will put in the slides. Hopefully today's session will benefit all of you inside the room. And a little bit hiccup here and there, but at last, we completed the whole PPS and we managed to drive our message across to all of you. Right, moving forward, thank you, everybody, and wish all of you all the best. Close more deals and see you very soon. Bye.